Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2, the Wip&Chat. We're calling this the strawberry lady. At least I didn't call it that in the first video, but here she is. She has strawberries in her hair, strawberry candy lady. It's a 30 by 40 we're working on while I'm on vacation from work, my paid time off. Revealing the square. That's the square we're working on. You want to get a close up? Look at all that confetti. Yeah, it's a nightmare, but I'm going to stick through this one. I want to finish it because this one is for my lady wall. My 30 by 40 lady wall. I want her up on the wall. There is never a 30 by 40 unless it is busted that I don't finish. So, I'm trying to see how I'm going to tackle this, because there's small areas of color blocking and then there's just areas of mess of, yeah. It's kind of like, you know, you gotta pick a number and go. We are in part 2, as we did in part 1, answering some diamond painting tag questions. So we're gonna finish up the questions. And whether we finish the square or not, which I probably think we won't finish the square, but we're going to work on this square as we are answering tag questions. We did have a little bit of a rant and ramble last time. Some things got me a little heated. Some of these diamond painting questions get me a little heated. They always do. They talk about topics that really get me going. Let's hope the rest of the questions don't get me going and they're just straightforward. Alright, let's get going with the first color. I'm going to just start off at 1. There are 27 colors in this canvas. I'm going to start off at 1 and work my way to 27. That's how I tackle a heavily confettied area. In case you are wondering, what does Adrienne do? She hates confetti. What does she do in a heavily confettied area? Start with 1 and make my way to 27. That's what I do. And just work in that order. I don't go around picking random. That just seems like insanity when you do it that way. But you can feel free to do it any way you want, the way you want to tackle confetti, because confetti is insanity. But I'm going to start with 1. And we're going to start with the first tag question, if I can find where I left off. How do you pick out a new project? How do I pick out a new project? Well, considering that my basement, all my stuff is in my basement, all the larger canvases are under the couch cushion, and all the 30 by 40s are on top of a drawer system. I just flip through the canvases and see what pretty one I want to work on. And then I try to locate where the diamonds are in the drawers that they are placed in. I do separate my drills from my canvases. No, I don't have a system going on. I probably should though, but I don't. And that is the reason why there are sometimes I pick out a canvas I really wanted to work on and I end up working on it because I can't find the drills. And then I have to pick a secondary a second runner up, and then I'm not happy with it. And then I never end up finishing it. It becomes a whip because it's not something I really wanted to work on the first place. That's what usually happens. So, do I pick things out because of the season? No. Just because it's Halloween, am I going to do a a witch or a pumpkin canvas like the rest of the diamond painting community is following along doing? No, I really don't. I'll probably just do a freaking portrait like I always do. Maybe the portrait is a little bit more on the spooky side. Yeah, could be. But yeah, I really don't follow events anymore too much. I really can't keep up. What is your favorite season or holiday to diamond paint for? I don't have a favorite season or holiday because I don't follow holidays and seasons. When you work on portraits, there's not really much holiday season theme to a portrait. Not too much. You could find them, but there's, at least the ones I pick out, there's not really a holiday or season to them. Very few on my wall had a holiday or season. Maybe 2. Gay Pride and winter. That's about it. Everything else isn't a holiday or season. Okay, next color is up here. How many whips do you have on the go? I got a lot of damn whips. Because I lose my patience with things. And then I don't continue working on them. And I put them aside and I forget about them. If I have a whip, there's something I either didn't like or something aggravated me about it. Or nothing aggravated me about it and I liked the canvas and there was just a lot of confetti and I just didn't want to be bothered. If you're ever going to buy me a canvas, if you're ever going to buy me a portrait, try to make sure there's a lot of color blocking in it because I won't do it. And then I've been gifted a lot of things, a lot of diamond paintings, and they're cute and stuff, but they have a lot of, I want to say the F-bomb, effing confetti in it, and I will never do it. It'll sit in my stash. I won't destash it because it was a gift, so I'm stuck with it, but I won't do it if there's a lot of confetti to it. Or if it's just not a topic I'm into right now. If it's not a portrait, which portrait is a God-given, that is what I work on. It is known on this channel. That's what I do. I don't do animals. Very rarely do I do cartoons. I have cartoons in my stash. I have animals in my stash, but I really don't work on them. And they're not the first thing I'm going to pick when I go to the basement to pick something out. I'm going to pick a portrait 9.5 times out of 10. I'm picking the portrait first. So... but yet I've still been gifted. They're cute. Everything is cute. It's cute stuff. Like people have gifted me because I have ferrets. They've gifted me ferret stuff and they're super adorable, but I probably won't work on it as quickly. It won't be first on my list. That's the nice way of saying it. It just won't be first on my list to work on. I'm more interested in doing my portraits. I've been gifted some portraits. Oh yes, and they're beautiful. And I've already one was a gift from Tita. Tita has gifted me a couple portraits and they're super pretty. She picked out some nice ones. Oh yes. And I actually completed one, and one's up on my wall, and I get to look at it every day, and it's beautiful. It just came out beautiful. She had a lot of taste in picking that one out. So next. Where do I don't remember where I leave off. Do you prefer neutral, dark, or colorful artwork? I like colorful. I like colors. I like rainbow. And I like dark. I do not mind if the painting's got a whole lot of 310. I'll be I like the color black. If you were to see my walk-in closet, you know I like 310. A lot of my outfits are black and white. I love black and white, but I also love pink. I love cutesy girly pinks and purples. Love that too. But I am not a 310 snob. I love 310. I know there's some 310 snobs out there that absolutely hate 310, and they don't want any 310 or not, or we can even say 939, because 939 is pretty close to 310 in some instances. There's some people that just don't like 939 and 310. I don't like 939 and 310 to be used next to each other. I think that's really stupid. Please, diamond painting companies, if you're ever watching this channel, which I doubt they do because nobody sends me PR, please stop using 939 and 310 confetti next to each other on a background. This is the dumbest goddamn idea I've ever seen in my life. It's horrible. Number 3 is number 4. I just did that. Number 4 is number 6. Yeah. They don't have this grid very good, you guys. Number 4 is number 6. Number 3 is number 4. Okay? That's what I'm dealing with today. Small, big, or snack size canvases. I'm a 310 chick. I can work up a 310 pretty quick. I have lots of 310s on my wall. I have a lot of 310s in my stash. Why do I say 310s? 30 by 40s. Good God. 30 by 40s. I'm a 30 by 40 girl. I love 30 by 40. I love a good 30 by 40 that's clear as day. That looks really good. I've grown to like 40 by 50s and 50 by 60s, I think it is. I've grown to like them when there's a nice picture on it and it's not riddled with confetti. What else? And the bigger ones, which would probably be a Diamond Art Club if we're really being honest. I have grown to like Diamond Art Club sized canvases. Used to not like them. Used to hate them because it just took so long to do. But because I've kind of upped my speed on diamond painting and I've gotten a little bit quicker with things, I don't mind a Diamond Art Club sized painting now in these days when I'm in the mood to do them. If that makes any sense. Which do you like best, pens or tweezers? You can just skip tweezers altogether. You can just toss them in the trash. Tweezers are for plucking things off. Okay? Taking things off or peeling the paper back. You will not catch anybody in this household, me, using tweezers to place goddamn drills. I'm a multi-placing chick for the most part. I will not choose to be there for a minute and a day single placing with tweezers. I think that is pure insanity. And anybody who does it has a lot of patience. I don't have that type of patience. So God bless you if you have that type of patience. Because I sure as hell don't have that type of patience. I want to get things done. I mean, people who place things with tweezers can care less if it takes them a year to do a 30 by 40 canvas. I care. I don't want to take 12 months to do a 30 by 40 canvas because I want to place things one by one on. Get out of here with that. That's why God invented multi-placers. You know, you have over 100 in your stash, and you should be working on getting them done and over with to clear out and make room, and you're placing things one by one. Are you not trying to work through your stash? I am. I'm trying to get things done. I don't know. That's just, oh, it drives me nuts. It drives me crazy. I would never. Ooh, here's a color. Lavender. Rant over. I'm done. Here, it's the first rant of the day, I think. Squares or rounds? I love rounds. I'm always a round girl. Will always be a round girl. I will always pick a round drill first. Doesn't mean I won't do a square. But I am very picky about where my square canvases come from. I'm picky about my square drills. I'm picky about the whole shebang. I will not do a square drill that came from China. Well, AliExpress, Temu, the little mom and pop shops, Chinese shops that we got going on, 1 day savings type of crap. I will not do a square drill from there. No. For the reason I've already done one from there. And it was a horrible, horrible experience. You can go watch the whole experience. I got it on a playlist. Serious Ladies Diamond Paintings or something. It was the first Candy Girl I ever did that I fell in love with. Candy Girl diamond paintings. And yes, she's hanging up on my wall. I am displaying her proudly because she was a headache. The drills popped. The drills shifted. They lifted. It was a nightmare. I actually had to get a suggestion from a fellow diamond painter to seal as I go, for the simple fact that's going to save my sanity. And it did in the end, even though I was unexperienced with sealing. So that even got messed up at one point. I didn't know that the sealant was runny, and it got over canvas that wasn't diamond yet. So it was a mess. It was a whole experience of a mess, but the canvas is done and she's hanging up, and I'm proud to look at her every day that I made it through that canvas, but it took me a month to do so. And from that day on, I said it's never going to take me that long again to do a diamond painting. Squares happen to just take me that long because they just take forever to place, and you get one or two crooked and it just throws off the whole thing. It just throws off the whole canvas. And that's how you get popping and lifting. If you don't place them perfect, that is the one thing. Circles, you don't have to place them perfect. They can be crooked as hell, and you will never get popping or lifting unless you have bad stick. That's why I love rounds so much, because you don't have to be perfect with a round drill. See, I have a tendency to place things, to lay down drills pretty quick, and I'm not really paying attention on how neat it is. Once or twice I'll go back to fix one that I think really seems off kilter, but I really don't. You will never see me using the straight tool. You know, the little straight multi-placer tool, the flat tool, and going in and fixing every single, no, we don't have time for that, Karen. I know there are people out there that do that. God bless you for doing that too, because I won't do it. Nobody is standing that close to your canvas when it's completed to check to see if your drills are straight. And if they are, you need to tell them to step the hell back. Because you can't be that close to the canvas. The whole point of the canvas is to walk away from it. That's the whole point. I think this one's going to be a short video today because we don't have that many questions to go. I mean, I'll do a little life update too, throw it in there with that one. But what's the best method for you to place ABs? Multi-placing, single placing, but either way however it calls for. But I use putty. I try to buy putty from companies that are specialized with AB drills. B, no, C. We have D's, number 10, number 10, number 10. There are certain sellers out there that sell putty that is marketed to use for AB. I try to use their putty if I know there's going to be a lot of ABs. But the circumstances are different for every canvas too. You know, you got to take that into consideration because there's ABs on this canvas and I'm using whatever the hell putty I want because the ABs, for some strange reason, on a cheap canvas, do not grab the putty. An AB on a Diamond Art Club is a nightmare. It just grabs at the putty, and they're the most beautiful ABs I've ever worked with on a Diamond Art Club. They just sparkle in their own way. So don't get me wrong with that one. Diamond Art Club ABs are very, very pretty. But they're a pain to work with. No matter what putty I use, what wax I use, they stick to everything. They will not let go, or they take the putty right out of my pen. That too. I've had that problem a lot. So now I try to stay away from a lot of Diamond Art Clubs that have ABs on the grid. I can't be bothered. Oh well. We definitely won't be finishing this square today. There's so much confetti on here. How do you section your diamond painting? Well, we can take a look. I section with these. These are, I think these are a 4x4 square from Diamond Art Club, double-sided. So it doesn't matter what side you place down on the canvas, it will not, you know, ruin or stick to your canvas or tear the tape up. You can place any side you want. You can get a 200 pack. I think it's a 200 pack for, I think, $12 on Amazon, on the Diamond Art Club seller website on Amazon. I have a lot of other release papers, but I choose to use those because they work the best. And they're smaller sections. You know, catch my drift? They're not such big sections. I like small sections. I get them done a little bit quicker. Okay. Next. What are other hobbies you enjoy? Oh, I like talking about this too. I crochet. If you don't know, if you're new to this channel, you don't know about my other hobbies, because this channel does other hobbies other than diamond painting. There's crochet on this channel. Doing nails. At one point I was doing Deco-Din phone cases. Look it up if you don't know what it is. It's like Hawaii phone cases. What else I do? Coloring, adult coloring. And diamond painting. What else? Do I do anything else? Loom knitting. I like loom knitting. But that's part of crocheting. I can't think of any. I feel like there's something else that I do that I'm missing. Couldn't think of it. And I'm also a cake decorator as far as career is concerned. So I like baking and decorating cakes and stuff like that. F. Is there F? Yes. Whoops. Oh, tag some others to answer these. Oh, this is the last one. Tag some others. I'm not going to be tagging other people. I'm not going to start that whole spiel. I'm just doing this to have a topic to talk about while diamond painting so I can make a damn video. But anyway, so I guess that's over for the tag questions. I probably should have done them evenly, half and half, but I didn't. I did more in the part 1. So let's do a little quick life update, and then I guess we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up. Where do I start? I'm putting in another job application into another grocery store. That's closer to my home than the one I'm currently working in at. I'm just trying to get close to the house. Yes, a 20-minute drive isn't all that bad, and it's not that bad for some people, but it's a pain in the ass for me. Okay? I don't like driving 20 minutes to go to work every day. I certainly don't like having to take the parkway to do so, like a major highway. You know, and it's costing me and my grandmother money. You know, it's tolls. So, no, I don't want to do that anymore. And I'm looking to get away from all the people that I'm working with. I have never been in a workspace that is filled with so much. I'm gonna just, if you have kids watching this, please remove your child from the room, because your child should not be watching my channel. I probably should disclose it in the beginning of the channel with the intro. It should be 18 and over, you know, watching my channel, because I do have a sailor mouth and I curse a lot, and I apologize if that offends you as an adult, but we're grown-ups here, okay? So anyways, yes, remove your kid from the room. But yes, I have never been in a workspace with so much bullshit and drama. And what's a word to use? It's intense in there sometimes. You can feel it in the atmosphere. I have never been in a workspace that gives me so much anxiety as soon as I walk through the door. Okay? I absolutely despise that bakery. I hate being there. I don't know if anybody from the bakery is ever going to find this channel. So I really don't want to talk too much about my coworkers, but there's certain people that I have a lot to say about. I'm not going to say it because it just, not going to do it. I've probably already have done it, but I'm not going to do it now. I'm just not fond of a couple people in the bakery. How do I simply put it to tell you what their attitudes suck? Their attitudes suck. Their attitude towards me sucks. And their attitude in the environment makes it extremely uncomfortable to work there. There you go. I said it without saying people's names. So yeah, it's just that it's an uncomfortable working environment. I hate going there. It causes me misery every time I gotta go to work. The only time I'm truly happy is when I'm at home now. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter where I work. I'm truly happy when I'm at home. I hate working. I mean, there are people out there that love to work, like to go to work, love their jobs. I don't care if it's a job that I actually love. I don't like working. I'm just not much of a work person. If I could call YouTube work, I would love to make YouTube my permanent job and that's all I did for work, but that's just not, I guess, in the cards, as we can tell. But I would like to find a job that it just doesn't give me so much anxiety and that's a little bit closer to home, if that's even humanly possible. You know, I walked into this store, this grocery store the other day that I've never been to, but yet it's close to my home. I went there with my grandmother and the employees were so kind. They were so nice to the customers. You know, us being the customers, they were just so pleasant. It was just like it was a breath of fresh air, because I've never seen anything like it in my life. Because the people I work with, there's one particular person I work with, I'm not going to name names, but she is god-awful rude to customers. I've never seen anything like it in my life. She is just so nasty towards customers. I don't know what her deal is, and I don't know what makes her think that's okay. I mean, you work in, you know, grocery stores, essentially retail. You're not supposed to be nasty towards customers, even if they're in the wrong. I don't know. She's also nasty towards me on an occasion. So I just don't get it. But yes, these people in this store were just so damn pleasant and they were so nice. Made me want to work there. But we'll see. Next update. Let's talk about Julio. Julio's doing okay. He feels so on a daily basis. From time to time, he feels he's got good and bad days. Sometimes, some weeks, he's got more bad days than good days. Some weeks, he's got more good days than bad days. You know, we're just waiting on all these surgeries. It's getting ridiculous. Now we get told by the surgeon's office for his heart that they don't take his secondary insurance. We've been seeing these people the past couple weeks, and now they're just informing us now that they don't take his secondary insurance, which is very important that they take the secondary insurance, because those are the people that are going to cover the remaining balance of medical bills. Get what I'm saying? So he doesn't get stuck with bills. So I don't know quite what to know to do in that position. Because if we switch doctors, then we're starting all over again at this point. What else is new? I'm on vacation this week. Thank God, because I don't have to be in that god-awful bakery. Yeah, I'm on vacation this week. I had to switch my vacation. As you guys know, I was supposed to go to Disney. We canceled Disney because I am still awaiting the county job that I really want. because these people think that nobody else's time matters, and they just keep you waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I mean, I've never seen a job like this in my life that keeps people waiting on their toes like this. You're going to get the second interview or you're not. And I mean, you would think after the first interview, they would know, like, yeah, we want to bring them back for a second interview. Why not call the person up immediately and do the second interview? Why keep me waiting for another 3 weeks? Because I haven't been waiting since February to get a call. It's appalling. I've never seen anything like it in my life. My little fur baby is by my feet. I don't know if she's begging for a treat again, but she's getting good at begging for little snacks. It's cute because she's petite and she's very tiny, and it's adorable. But I think she's got a little bit of a sugar problem, so trying to limit how many snacks she gets on a daily basis until we can take her, you know, to the vet. Anyways, I've been waking up super early the past couple weeks, but I mean, now that I've lost the weight, I've been waking up early. But there are days that I just want to sleep at least until 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I'm up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. That's what I'm talking about, waking up early. It's killing me. Today I woke up at 3, and then I had something to eat because I was hungry, and then I went back to sleep until at least 7. So I mean, I got a little bit more sleep, but still, it was just a lot. You know, the one thing you want to do on your vacation is sleep in, and I really don't sleep in until 8, 9 o'clock anymore like I used to. 245 pounds ago, I could sleep till noon if you let me. But I can't, for some reason I can't. Now that I lost, you know, 60, 70 pounds, my body is very much awake now. It's very strange. Let's see. So I'm going out for lunch today with my grandmother. I think we're going to go to the salad place in the mall. They make really good salads. Really, really excited because I haven't been there in quite some time. And I think after this color we're going to call it quits because I'm not going to beat around the bush. I really don't have too much to talk about. And I already just got done doing the part 1 of the video, so I've been talking a lot. I think that's all for this color. Oh no, I missed the whole spot. Jesus. Okay. Okay. I think that's it, you guys. So, if you are new here and you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are so close. I think we're like 8 people away from my 1K. I'm trying to get there before the end of my vacation, before the end of this week. It would be That would just be a blessing. It would be great. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you get notified of any new videos and uploads that I put up. Check out part 1 where we do tag questions. We do the first half of tag questions. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you are returning, thank you for returning and joining me in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed your time here today. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful Labor Day, because it is Labor Day today. A wonderful day or night wherever you are, and a wonderful rest of your week. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.